Hello, my name is Rosalia Molino Gonzalez. I'm junior. I'm majoring in business management. I'm gonna talk about my Tableau presentation. So here we have the data that they gave us to analyze, and we can see the country. In this case, is only in the United States for different regions: Central, South, West, and East. The state, different state of the regions, the zip code, the different cities, the day of the sales, three different departments, paddleboard, kayaks, canoes, different items, the profit that they made, and the unit sold. So I was analyzing this data, and I realized that that the most logical thing to do was to break down the sales. So in my first worksheet, here we can see a bar chart with the sales in the all regions, and we can this shows the region with the most sales and the region with the least sales. So after that, I took the decision to analyze the south because it's the region with the least sales. So in my second worksheet, I create a map of the south region with the different states where you can see here you can see all of the states in the south. The one that has sold the least units, and it was, in this case, we can see it was Mississippi. It was Mississippi also in the 2019 and also in 2020. So in both years. So something that caught my attention, and that's why I decided to focus on analyzing what was happening in this state, in Mississippi, with respect to the units that they were being sold between these 2 years, the 2019 and 2020. So in my first worksheet, I create a bar chart where you can see the units sold of each department in the state of Mississippi, only Mississippi. Here the smallest circle, in this case kayaks, we can see here kayaks, has the lowest number of sales of the three, and the largest circle, paddleboards, has the highest number of units sold. I think with this worksheet, it's easy to see that there's a big difference between the smallest and the largest circle. So I decide after this information, I decide to break down the department into different items to see what was going on, why Mississippi has the lowest sales. Here in my fourth worksheet, I decide to make another bar chart showing the units sold of each item in the different cities in Mississippi between these 2 years, 2019 and 2020. So here we can see that there is a big difference from year to year. So here is the year 2019, and this is the year 2020. In 2019, there were sales of the 3 types of items in all the cities. In all the cities, only in 3 cities of Mississippi. While in 2020, the sales were not so good because we can see that only one of the 3 items had sales throughout the year and only in one city, in this city. So something that surprised me a lot because something is going on here. So in my fifth worksheet, this is a map that I decided to make at the end, so I could implement it into my dashboard. And here we can see the total units that have been sold in Mississippi cities, in these 3 Mississippi cities during the 2019 and 2020. And I think this can help us to better understand which departments have been more and less successful if we compare with the previous worksheet. So with this worksheet, because in this map, for example, here says in the year 2020, there have been a total sale of 389 in the city of South, while in the previous graph, we saw that in 2020, there have been 299 units sold only of kayaks here. So we can conclude that of those 389 total sales in the town of South, 299 are kayaks and the rest are either canoes or paddleboards. So after that, I made my dashboard to compare 3 visualization, 2 maps and 1 bar chart. One of the maps is the units sold only in the city of Mississippi here, which was the state with the least sales of all of the states in the South that we can see here in both years. On the other hand, like the bar chart is the unit sold of each item in each city of Mississippi, and I decided to do this combination because it helps me to understand why Mississippi has had such low sales and how they change from year to year. So after that, I create my history with each worksheet. Is the resume of my worksheets. So here we can say the units sold in each region, and here shows the units sold in each region, and we can see the South region is with the least sales. So after this information, I decided to analyze the region with the lowest number of sales. Here is the map of the unit sold in the state of South between the 2019 and 2020. We can see that Mississippi is the state with the least cells in both years. Here is the circle chart. We can see the 3 departments. We can see the 3 departments: canoes, paddleboards, and kayaks. We can analyze which one is the most cells and the least cells. The next one is another graph with each sighting in Mississippi in the different cities. The next one is a map with the 3 Mississippi cities between these 2 years. So here we can see the difference between the years. And here is my dashboard that we can compare which state has the least cells, which is what have been analyzing throughout the entire Tableau. From here we can say, okay, maybe the company should stop selling one of the items. They should like keep improving only one item to get more revenue. And yeah, I think Tableau helped me a lot, like to understand the data. And also, like, I really enjoyed working with this project. I think it's gonna help me a lot in the future, like for my professional career.